Hello, hello. I'm Lori Alvarez, and I welcome you to Real Estate with Soul, the podcast. This is where I will share my story, knowledge, wisdom, and the legacy in real estate, and my family, all boldly wrapped up in one with you. So let's get started. Well, for the love of real estate again, can you believe, Amy Cruz, that it is 1 year later, our podcast anniversary?
Happy anniversary.
Right?
Woo!
73 episodes today.
That's crazy. It went by super fast.
Obviously, we like to talk.
That's true. That is so true.
So, of course, Amanda is awesome and still with us, and she's got some wonderful recommendations for things she would like us to have a conversation about. Right? And she always helps us out with that kind of stuff. I appreciate that about her.
I know. Me too. I love that.
So I'm just going to say it's Love Month again, like I said, on our Love Month podcast recording episode, like, I don't even remember, like
last year,
4, something like that. Anyways, and we talked about for the love of real estate and why we do real estate. So I just finished listening to that recording. Let me put you on the spot. Did you listen?
Yeah, I got here just in time to catch the ending with you.
Whatever. Whatever.
I didn't see that email.
I'm sure you didn't. I'm sure you didn't.
Anyway.
Yes. So anyways, with regards to that, I was talking about last year, my husband and our 23rd wedding anniversary. We just came back from our 24th wedding anniversary trip. We did not renew our vows this time. Last year we did. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's cool that we did that last year. We renewed our vows and drive by in our red Mustang, right? Convertible Mustang in the drive-by in LA. Or I'm sorry, Las Vegas. This year we got to go to Savannah, Georgia and Charleston. What's Charleston? I think that's in Virginia or something like that.
Anyway, you were just there.
I know. I let my husband do all the planning on this kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm so bad at that stuff too.
Yeah. And we had a blast. We had so much fun. The river is amazing out there. If you haven't been to Savannah, the river is amazing. South Sea, Irma's helping me out. South Carolina. Thank you, Irma. I appreciate you. So we had a blast though. In Savannah and Charleston, both. I can't even remember how to say Charleston. I always want to call it Charlestown. So we had a blast in both areas. We got to visit the forts. Beautiful. Our hotel overlooked the river, and the sunrise was absolutely gorgeous. If you follow me on IG, which is Lori Alvarez and Team Realtors, you can see our pictures from our trip, the forts and the history, and the visit Forrest Gump's area where he was in the park in the Forrest Gump movie. Like all of that stuff was super, super cool. We got to visit some amazing architectural places. It was just a blast. And honestly, we ran out of time. We didn't have enough time. We maybe got 4 hours in Charleston, and Charleston deserves at least 3 days, just like Savannah did. So fantastic. Food was great. Everything was great. I will say Savannah is quieter and Charleston is kind of more funky and fun in Lori Alvarez's opinion and of her persona of what life should be like. So don't let my opinion influence you in any way, shape, or form. Right?
Yeah.
Either way, I'm glad that I got to experience and visit both of them. And
that's cool.
We may be going to Orlando in a couple of weeks. Well, not you, but my son and I will be going on business to Orlando.
This is the first time you're not taking me. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, should sell more houses. Just kidding.
Ew.
With that said, we just had a closing last night. Oh, I'm sorry. 2. Who closed?
Our lovely friends. I'm going to call them friends now.
Yeah, our RE family. Our RE family. I love them too. They are I wanted to be there when they got their closing.
It was so much fun. They were so excited, which is what I love. This is like my absolute favorite part.
For the love of real estate. Yes. It's that, right?
And just them being so excited makes me even more excited. And like
Yes.
I love doing the whole picture and champagne pop, which was kind of dark last night by the time we got there.
Yeah.
So we're doing that today. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I absolutely love the celebration part of it.
Yeah, it is. And it's hard work getting to it.
Yeah.
With that said, let me share this, right? This is very unusual. And so one of the questions and one of the things we talked about on the past podcast was like the opportunity for new things and the change of season in real estate. And we've definitely changed seasons in our real estate market this year, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely different. Inventory is even tighter than it was last year.
Ooh,
right? Even
yes.
tighter. Like it's even more challenging. I swear, I promise you, all morning long, I was on the phone with our buyers and our sellers, just like, but what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And what
Oh my
about that?
gosh,
Because
right?
they realize the market is moving very quickly right now because of the lack of inventory,
Right.
right?
Right.
And do we love real estate for that reason? Oh, I'm telling you, I'm tired today. My morning
You
was
know,
full of a lot of emotions.
I'm so like my eyes get tired of just flipping through the MLS, like through old expired listings, just trying to find something.
Right.
Give me something,
Yes.
anything that we can work with.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? I will add to that too. Like, I had my mastermind this morning as well with one of my business coaches, and he is also in the process of buying a property out of the state. So we're not helping him. He's working with another awesome affiliate partner. Anyways, with that said, the question he proposed to the group was, how do I know my buyer's agent is really working for me when I'm not seeing any houses showing up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Doesn't that make you think?
Well, so first thing that comes to mind is still checking in with them. You don't want to go just silent on your clients. Like you want to let them know, hey, this is what I'm searching for. This is what I'm doing today. Let them know what your game plan is. I mean, if I think about if I was buying a home and if my agent wasn't communicating with me at all, then even though there's no inventory, there's nothing that they can send me, but still just let me know, like, hey, I'm watching, this is our game plan, this is what we're trying to do for you, like we're getting some mailers out for our clients who really only want to be in Glendora.
Mhm.
We're gonna do our best.
So you Glendora listeners, if you're thinking about
Yes.
selling,
Please
we'd
call
love
us.
to talk with you.
Please.
Yeah, I have so if you're in Glendora and you're wondering about Lori Alvarez and team, and you're wondering, like, why would I hire them? Let me tell you, I can outperform the majority of the agents in the amount of time of getting your house sold for the most amount of money. And I can share those statistics with you if you're considering selling. I think I've earned the right to have an interview at least.
Definitely.
Continue, sister.
Just communication, just asking your buyers questions too. What about this, what about can we compromise on here, maybe drop down square footage a little. There's just it's all comes down to communication, I think.
And creating the inventory for them and letting them know we're creating the inventory for them.
Right.
Right. This market, you have to go out and create inventory. You have to be very creative in the way you put an offer together when the inventory arises. Right. For the love of real estate, if we have no inventory, boy, it makes it challenging to do some real estate. Right.
It's tough.
They say they're not making any more land. Well, I feel like they're not selling any houses either.
Seriously. Yeah.
For the love of real estate, can we get some properties to sell? Right. So it's very different than last year, where we were last year in the real estate market. And yet we're still closing buyers and sellers. We're still helping them make that move. And this buyer, pretty interesting. They actually had a very unusual circumstance happen right at the end of their transaction, where the title company, for whatever reason, had a challenge recording their documents. So we ended up being delayed by 3 days for a close of escrow. I've only seen that happen a total of 3 times now. And it's happened now in the last 60 to 90 days
Twice.
twice.
I know.
Where the last time it happened was like 15 years ago. So I feel like maybe we got some new escrow and title reps out there that are learning how to do this business.
Totally.
Right? Because they got into the business and said, oh, real estate's so easy and it's great money. For the love of real estate. That is so funny.
Nothing's easy.
No, nothing in real estate is easy, which leads me to the next question that Amanda had for us. What career advice would you give to someone else also considering real estate? Okay, if you're listening to our podcast, you're likely not considering real estate. You're likely working with us. And yet, I have had a couple of clients who have just shifted into becoming realtors themselves.
Yeah.
And we have loved mentoring and training them and helping them and inspiring them and supporting them through their process. Because as we said, for the love of real estate, it is not easy.
Yeah.
You have to take the no's. They come and they come regularly. We get fired all the time. Why would we get fired?
That's sad. I don't like saying that.
I know. And that's the truth, right? We get fired because they're like, well, we don't think you're doing what we need to do. Okay, good luck. Go find 5 other agents that are hopping like we are. And you'll see and you'll come back, or you won't because you weren't meant to be with us. There is nothing easy about buying, selling, and investing in real estate as the realtor, as the buyer, as the seller, as the homeowner. Right?
Yep.
Nothing.
No.
There's nothing easy about it. You just get in there and you stay ahead of what's happening. You got to stay ahead of what's happening and you got to be in tune of what's in the now.
Yeah.
You need to be looking at your market stats every day. You need to be aware of what the market's doing. You can't just expect to go out there and convince someone to work with you. They deserve more than that. They deserve to know you understand the market. So for someone who is considering real estate, I encourage you to start watching the real estate market and understanding the real estate market, because then you can authentically share with them and help your buyers and sellers and your homeowners to win. You can set them up for success. And that is by being true and sitting with them and having real conversations with them and sharing real experiences. It's the reason why we do this podcast, so that we can share those real experiences forward. So if you're considering getting into real estate, call us. We'd love to have a challenge conversation with you on it. We definitely would. Yeah. Or, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, send us an IG message, send us a direct message, Twitter me away, whatever you want to do. I'm on all the spaces, right?
Yeah.
It's just, I've been in the business for 17 years. It never gets easier. It's never boring. And it is exhausting.
It really is. Man, it's long days, long weekends, and it's also totally worth it.
Which leads me to Amanda's great next question. This is like her virtual interview with us, right? How do you keep going when things are hard? Sister, share your perspective. They hear enough from me.
Well, I have you. So if things are getting too hard, I have to call my big sister. Our team leader. I mean, if there's any kind of challenge, especially with you being in this business for as long as you have, I feel like you've tackled so many of the hurdles that maybe I'm just now kind of approaching. And I have you to call and ask for help and advice. And how do I guide our buyers, our clients through this? And that's my number one thing.
Yeah, I would say so. So I would also add to that, right? Since you've thrown it back to me.
Well, it's true. When it's challenging for me, you're the first person I call.
Yes. Yeah, it is true.
For a lot of things, not just real estate, my entire life.
Yeah, it is true. And you know what? I'm gonna step back on. I had a great conversation with a set of our buyers this morning. I love them. They're amazing, right? We just got connected with them and we just got to start working with them. And they really trust us and they're really putting I want to call it the real estate faith in us.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And that means so much to us.
It really does.
We like working with people who choose to work with us because we're going to be like busting our booties for you.
Right.
And, I got to be really honest. I told him, I said, I know it sounds really hallmarky and really cheesy and like love story, but you just got to put your best and greatest and strongest and most faith-filled step forward first in this market.
Yeah.
This is not, let's test it. This is,
Right.
I'm committed. I'm going all in and I'm going to make this happen and trust that the good Lord has the rest.
Yeah.
That is truly what it is. You gave me that really cool thing for Christmas that said, what did it say?
The little,
the wood piece
the
that
wood
you gave
piece?
me.
I don't remember exactly what it said.
Yeah. It said, prayer opens all doors.
Oh yeah. And it had a little key on it too, right? That's right.
And that was specific in your heart and in our moment to, as long as you keep praying, the right door for the right home will open up for them. And that is true. I am such a faith-filled believer, and I pray, I ask, I pray with you, I will pray for you, I will pray behind your back, I will pray
Yeah.
for the right house to be provided, and it always does.
Yeah.
God always, always, always blesses our families. Always. The ones that
does.
choose to
Yep.
stay with us.
Yep.
We have
100%.
some that wander and stray, and they're doing what's best for them.
Man, that's okay.
And we release them
Yep.
to the real estate jungle.
Yeah.
Right. But that's so
Yeah.
what do I do when things get hard? I really sit back on my faith. That is the only thing I can do. And then my wisdom and knowledge and the opportunity. And then I am not below. I believe one wholeheartedly to surround myself with other agents who have 15 to 20 to 30 to 40 years more experience and wisdom than me. I will reach out to them and ask them, what do you recommend? You've been in it longer.
Yeah.
I've only done it for 17 years.
Only. Come on. Only. Sheesh.
Which would then go right to the next question. Do you have any career lessons learned? What about you, sister? In your, how many years have you been doing this now?
I think I'm going on 8 years now.
8 years. Okay. And what's your number one lesson that just pops out to you right now? Don't think too hard. Just say it.
Just kind of what we were just talking about. Just have faith. Have faith that we're going to find the right home. It's going to be the right home, the right sellers. Just the whole process is just gonna flow. It's gonna happen. Everything happens for a reason. And I just really feel like when we walk into a home, we know like this is the one. Like kind of last time I don't remember how many episodes ago. Like I'm the buyer whisperer. Like when I walk in the house, I know this is the one. This is it. This is going to be it. I know we're getting this one. And just having faith in all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my biggest thing.
Yeah. So I will add, of course, mine, right? So what or any career lessons do I have? I'm going to start with probably the very first one. And I'm going to say it this way first. Keep your emotions between the lines.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to follow it with don't hang up on other agents.
You've done that? Really?
17 years ago.
Yikes.
Yeah. I got a talking to from my broker, and he reminded me to be professional and respectful. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's right. I called the agent back immediately and apologized, right? I'd literally only been in the business about 30 days. And I called him back immediately and apologized. Like, I'm so sorry. Right. That was so unprofessional of me.
Yeah.
And I've held myself to that standard forever since then.
Yeah.
Right.
I
don't let my emotions get the best of me. Now, that doesn't mean that my emotions don't come out. It just means that they're not in exactly the same frame as when I'm away from everything and able to process it. Right.
Right.
in the actual moment of my real estate career, the real estate moment. Because when you're negotiating and you're talking to people, and people are so, they just disregard who you are as a person because they're focused on who they are, which is totally reasonable. You
Right.
should be focused on you too,
Yeah.
right? People forget about other people's emotions, heart, or so forth. And so, you go, okay, right? People will just say no in ways that don't really feel good.
Right.
And so you just keep moving forward with a smile, and you trust that what is to come will come.
Yeah.
You sit in that faith,
Yeah.
right?
I remember when I first started and you were like, all right, let's get out there and let's go door knock.
Mhm.
And I, the happy, bubbly person that I am, thought everybody would be welcoming and more than happy that I was knocking on their door. And when I got my first no, and they were so mad that I was on their yard, they slammed the door in my face. I was like, sister, where are you? Oh my gosh. I'm like, man. But yeah, keeping your emotions in between the lines. Yeah.
For
Can't-
the love of real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it was, yeah.
I think another great lesson learned is as a mentor, trainer, and leader to my team, and my sons, right? Our
Mhm.
second son was with us, Nicholas. We love Nicholas. Everyone loved him when he was working with us in the business.
Yeah.
He is now a licensed hairstylist.
I'm so proud of him.
I am too. So if you need a hairstylist, my son is licensed.
And he's great.
He can take care of you. He's fantastic with color.
Mhm.
Moving on, he had to do an open house once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so he was at the open house, and this woman came in, and he said, "Can you please register? The seller requires registration." And let's be real, we allow you guys to tell us anything you want. We don't validate
Right.
it. We don't call the DMV and may say, "Hey, by the way, is this information
Yeah.
correct?"
Yeah. You could totally make it up. We'd have no idea.
Yeah. Well, this lady chose to just cuss him out.
Oh my gosh.
And being a 21-year-old, joyful, happy-hearted young man, just like my sister, he's like the male version of my sister.
We're so similar.
He was heartbroken that this lady was so mean
Yeah.
to him. Right. And
Right.
I said, son, it's for the love of real estate. You just keep going.
Right.
It is truly our truth. So real estate is not simple. If you can't take no's, you just probably don't want to consider it. And if you can handle no's, then great. You can make it something beautiful and tangible. Make it what we've made it. We love what we do. I know I said that over and over in that episode, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And I thought, how annoying that I just kept saying that, but it is the truth. Even when it's hard, we love it.
Mhm.
We love it, right?
Right.
So I'm going to bring this along, right? So why, oh, why did we do 73 episodes of podcast conversation? And why do we continue to move it forward? And by the way, if you haven't reviewed, liked, or did whatever you're supposed to do to make our podcast move up in the world of podcasting, please do that. And I'm sorry that I can't give you better direction on that. My team will be sure to put it in the notes so that you
There
can
you
do
go.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rate, review, and like us,
And
whatever it is, and share
forward.
us,
Share
and
forward.
download us, and star us, and all the above. Why, sister, do you keep showing up every week for the podcast? Because it is a big commitment on our end.
Yeah. I mean, I have fun. Like, I feel like you and I can carry on a conversation for hours too. So I just enjoy it. I like talking about real estate, and it's fun.
I love that answer. It is fun. It is a blast. And yes, we can talk. And this is probably the only time we really do talk. Otherwise, we just have transactional conversations.
I know.
Right?
I know. Everybody probably thinks we're super close.
We're not. No, we are close. We just only talk real estate transactions.
I know.
Because I'm always in the mindset of work.
Yeah.
And so here's the deal. Why do I do the podcast? Why do I love the podcast? I love it because I'm allowed. I like I told someone this morning, he said, Lori, I wanted to Well, it's my boxing coach. He said, I wanted to text you this YouTube video I watched on real estate and ask you your opinion and thoughts on it. And I said, please do. Send it to me. It just inspires content.
Right.
And why is content important to me? Because I really want to know what our consumer needs. I want to know what our consumer is thinking. I want to know how I can support them, because that's what this is for me. This for me is my way of giving back to our consumers so that they are empowered to succeed in real estate. Whether or not they choose to work with us, please do. But whether or not you choose to work with us or not, we want you to be empowered to make the right decisions to support you in your real estate journey. That's just what it is. And it doesn't only have to do with buying or selling, it's also with the home ownership of it all, right?
Right.
That is it. And so I'm just going to encourage everyone to just, if you have ideas or you have questions or you have anything, don't hesitate to text me at 909-227-4196 or shoot us an email at help@lorialvarez.net. Right? Like, Lori, this is our question. 1, we'll give you the answer. 2, we're not going to solicit you, bug you, or blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you'll get added to our email list. You don't want to be on it? Fine. Just say unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe. Yep.
Otherwise, we give fantastic information and we're here to support you as you need us.
Yeah. We want to know what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah. What you need. What you need.
Yeah.
What you need. Because we do this for the love of real estate, and that is you guys. You guys are the real estate heartbeat. We cannot have a real estate market without buyers and sellers and homeownership and homeowners and investors. We can't have it. It's just not possible. Look at how hard we're limping along right now because we got way more buyers than we do homeowners willing to participate in the real estate market journey.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It is truly, truly, truly our individual families out there are the heartbeat of the real estate market. So move forward and make the right decision that best fits you. And if you don't know what that is yet, reach out to us. We would love to help you decide what makes best sense. That's it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We love doing that.
Yep.
We have clients text us all the time. I'm going to buy in Florida. Give me an agent. Excellent. We get them an agent. I'm going to buy in Texas. Excellent. We'll get you an agent.
Yeah.
Right? We're here to help them, support them wherever their real estate journey takes them. Just know we're only licensed in California and we don't know it all.
Yeah.
We don't know it all. We just love it. That's it, for the love of real estate.
Yeah.
It's been so fun working with you, my sweet sister, for the last 7 years.
Aww.
Thank you.
I love you.
All yours, Irma.